BMW has finally revealed the 7 Series 2023 sedan, its new flagship. The biggest news, aside from the polarizing split headlight fascia and large kidney grille, is the addition of an all-electric i7 trim. BMW's future is now. Unlike Mercedes, which uses different models and styling to separate its powerful cars from its EVs, BMW takes a holistic approach that encapsulates each drivetrain into one design. That is, the gas-powered 7 Series looks mostly the same as the pure electric i7. Compare that to the normal S-Class and the electric EQS, which are completely different cars. Every new 7 Series, electric or otherwise, comes from the same production line and uses many of the same body panels. The 7 Series 2023 design is, as most of the industry would expect, BMW's take on the popular split headlight trend. This fascia places a thin strip of light towards the top of the bumper, with all the important lighting tucked away in the cluster below. To no one's surprise, it borrows much of its general form from the recently worn X7. The massive double casket grille is here to stay whether we like it or not. For the i7 model, it sports a glowing line, the only real prize for seeing an electric model over the lower-powered gas trim. On the back you'll find one that's just as radical in style, with long, thin taillights that reach deep into the trunk panel. It's reminiscent of the Bengal-era 7 Series that was just as shocking in the early 2000s. The part in the 2023 7 Series is what buyers are most concerned about. Completely modern yet easily identifiable as a BMW interior, the cabin is dominated by a curved screen containing a 12.3-inch gauge cluster and a 14.9-inch infotainment screen, where most of the car's controls are located. There's a new 2-spoke steering wheel, a new Enjoy selector, and a reworked center console with capacitive touch buttons and individual cup holders. Expanding the width of the dashboard, you'll find what BMW calls the interaction bar, a functional piece with a crystal surface and adjustable backlight that houses touch-sensitive controls for things like climate, hazard lights, and opening the glove box. The front seat is only half the story. The really interesting stuff happens at the back. On each door panel you'll find a 5.5-inch touchscreen to control almost everything, including climate and seat position. Optional for 2023, it is the industry's first theatrical screen that measures 31 inches and can display up to 8K resolution. At $4,750, it drops from the ceiling and allows residents to stream videos, play games, listen to music, and more. BMW says you'll be able to stream video from Amazon and Netflix at this point. Choose the Executive Lounge plan, and you get reclining functionality with integrated footrests behind the passenger seat, with a wider range of seat adjustments. BMW expects the i7 to be the most popular trim when it launches. Officially dubbed the i7 xDrive 60, it has a usable battery capacity of 101.7 kWh, sending energy to 2 electric motors, one at the front and one at the rear. BMW says it can deliver a maximum output of 536 horsepower and 549 pound-feet of torque, allowing for a claimed 0 to 60 time of 4.5 seconds and an electronically limited top speed of 149 miles per hour. The company says the i7 should have an EPA estimated range of 300 miles, though official figures are still a long way off. There's also a more powerful i7 trim called the i7 M70, which will replace the 12-cylinder M760Li. The car will have over 600 horsepower and 737 pound-feet of torque, and arrive in dealerships next year. In addition to the i7, there will be 2 combustion-powered 7 Series available when the car goes on sale in 2022. The cheaper of the two is the 740i, which is powered by the company's widely used 3.0-liter B58 twin-turbo straight engine. 6, making 375 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque in this application. It is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission and a 48-volt mild hybrid system which, in certain situations, can increase the maximum torque to 398 pound-feet. All that spin goes to the rear wheels, meaning a claimed 0 to 60 sprint of 5 seconds. The more expensive gas-powered trim will be called the 760i xDrive. Not to be confused with the 7 Series 60 badged powered V12 of the past, the 2023 760i sports the latest version of the BMW 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8, sporting improvements such as a nice crankshaft, newly designed blow-off valve, pump new oil, and lighter oil sump. That makes 536 horsepower, the same as the i7, and 553 pound-feet of torque, reaching all four through the company's 8-speed automatic and xDrive AWD system. The BMW i7 xDrive 60 2023 will start at $120,295 including destinations when it lands in U.S. dealerships from the fourth quarter of 2022. Alongside that will be the 760i xDrive at $114,595 and the 740i at $94,295. Since BMW expected the i7 to be so popular, it set up a pre-order process that allowed buyers to pre-order their build slots for a $1,500 deposit. Like the 740i, there's 48-volt hybrid technology onboard as standard, assisting in a claimed 0 to 60 time of 4.2 seconds. Standard on all trims, but the base of the 740i is a new power steering system that varies with steering angle and sport speed sensitive power assist. There is also a rear wheel steering that can rotate the rear wheels up to 3.5 degrees, up to a 2.5-foot turning circle. Check out the Autobahn package on the 760i xDrive and you'll get an active anti-roll bar to upgrade it even further. The electric-powered BMW i7 and other BMW 7 Series will feature a similar rear design, hiding the exhaust pipes on the petrol-powered version.